All right. I don't know if I said all right on time or not, but anyways, hey everybody, my name is OpTiKStorm. This is going to be the third game between coLqxc and OpTiKCoyote. The gray area should be gone now, so I'm going to allow these players to split their units and start sending overlords out for scouting. Uh, right now the series is tied up 1-1. Um, and again, I'm pretty sure this is a tournament. I'm not sure which. If I can get more information, I'll be sure to update you guys with it. And I guess while we're waiting for this opener to kind of start, I can kind of talk a little bit about Optic now that we're in the third game. And be like, hey, you know what? Now that you guys lasted with me for the third games, I can talk about some of the changes that are going on. So first off, we got a new website, which I've already mentioned in the previous cast because I've been working on it all day today and yesterday. I stayed up till like 5 in the morning working on it to make sure everything is all up and running. So I'm brain dead, but I'm doing what I can. I want to get these videos up and running so that our players can. Ooh, oh, okay, he's going for the extractor trick. What am I saying? But so that our site can start getting up and our players can start getting marketed, and we're gonna be throwing down some interviews pretty shortly, which I mentioned on the website actually. Let me get a drink real quick. Um, I'm going to start doing interviews with the players over text, and our player Mark Hyperdesi Kayla, I think is how you pronounce his last name. It could be wrong, but he was qualified for the Canada World Championship Series, and we have Bubbles and Newbergini who are going to be attending that to support him as he plays. I believe we will be getting video interviews there. It may actually no, it's actually going to be at MLG Dallas, is where we're going to be getting video interviews with OpTiKCoyote. I know we'll be there, and I'm not sure if anyone else will be there or not, but I do know that we'll be getting interviews through video to upload to this channel, and I'm going to be casting a little bit more if you guys want me to. Like I said, I'm not that good, and I have a lot of work to do, and I just have too much stuff to do to actually focus really hard on casting because it's just it's not necessarily a lot of work, but it's a lot of it takes a lot of skill to do it. Like you have to admire the people that do it. It's just very difficult to do it and appeal to everyone and have the game knowledge that they do. I mean, when they make it their full-time job, trying to compete in that type of market. So, I do what I can, but with the things I have going on right now, it's just that I haven't had the practice, and my casting has been very dull and not very good. But at least I can provide high quality, games and stream quality. I mean, or I guess rather recorded quality. But I can also provide high quality stream quality as well. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's really cool to have your guys' support. Please watch or follow us on Facebook, follow our Twitter, and bookmark the website opticgaming.net. The Facebook and Twitter are Team Optic. And subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like what you watch. And like I said, if you don't like my work, there's going to be more people on here. I'm just getting this all started up. This is just the introduction to get us all started. So it's just going to be a lot of fun, and we're getting started. I mean, this is just the beginning. So please be sure to check us out because we're going to be going places, and we'd love to have you with us. We do have Coyote being sent over here with some two links because he knows about that bunker. He's like, nope, not letting that happen again. Because we did see QXC do that the first game, but the Marines in the back just trying to help out with what they can. So yeah, I mean, that bunker is gonna get up. We do have queens being built over here to try and help with the bunker rush. Ooh, if that queen goes down, no, getting one of the Marines, but the queen doesn't go down. It's sitting about 83 health, and more queens are on the way to help with creep threat and to deal with this bunker. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could talk about some of the changes that were going on with Optic, which is going to be we're getting jerseys, which I'm not sure if we're going to be selling them or not. That's a plan, I know, but I don't know when that will be available. That's just something that we're planning on doing. Oh no, the queen's going to go down. If that queen goes down, it's going to be huge for QXC. Nope, good micro by Coyote, just running around behind the mineral line. The Marines, most of them actually going down. Just one remaining in that bunker, which he's actually just going to go ahead and salvage it, not even worry about it. We do have two lings being sent over to the natural of QXC, but there are no SCVs there. Building a bunker at the back. This is kind of a weird position. I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, it can't get hit from the right side, but all around here it's open. So, yeah, I'm not sure. We do have the factory being built over here for QXC, getting the extra barracks that he did in the first game. So we'll see if his style is going to actually work work this time, or if it's just going to fail him, like it did the first game. We do have the gases being thrown down for Coyote, actually relatively early. That's some pretty fast gases, it feels like. 7 minutes with 4 extractors? I don't know. I guess I just don't know Zerg. So the Marines are going to kill off that neutral supply depot. 2 Hellions being sent over, and it looks like he's actually going to keep Hellion production going. Not actually going to switch it out and get fast tanks this time. So, interesting. Queen's being sent over to try and do some group spread. That Queen with the low health is going to be used for injects, obviously, so that it doesn't die. We have double evolution chambers coming out, as well as a Baneling nest, so he's going to go for that same style of Mutabling Ling. The Hellions being sent over to the third is going to see that the hatchery is down, but unfortunately not going to kill off the drone to deny that as long as possible, and it takes so long for Hellions to kill hatcheries that it's not a big deal anyways. So we have +1/+1 started for Coyote and 6 Lings on the way. A Marauder is out, and I believe he has another one on the way. Actually, 2 Marauders are out, and he does have another one on the way. We have a starport being constructed with a reactor on the factory, so he's going to go for that medevac style that he did in the previous game, but instead get Hellions out to try and do some type of damage. And if you watched in the balance discussion of State of the Game, I believe it was episode 70 or something, it just says, you know, even though the Hellions are stopped by Queens, Queens are still immobile. So if you can send them in to kill off some drones, which, wow, they're killing a lot of Lings right here. If you can send them in to kill some of these drones, you can do a ton of damage still. I mean, it's still going to do damage. Hellions are still good. And I've been doing that a lot and having a lot of success. Granted, I'm Diamond, but... and something else I've been doing is actually using the Hellions to clear off the larva of the Zerg. It's so frustrating when they have that third up and you just keep killing the larva, and they can't do anything because they don't have the queen. Like, the queens are there, and then you just move around and try and kill off drones. So we do have Coyote spreading the creep over at the third, as I mentioned in the first cast. It's so frustrating when that happens. And QXC going for actually a relatively quick third, and his army is not that big. And so yeah, I mean, that's kind of interesting. The Hellions are going to be cleaned up over here by the Lings. And he's going to get Xel'Naga tower control. So yeah, I mean, just taking a quick breather here, because I'm just like, everything's kind of the same, but better for each player. We already have centrifugal hooks. What? I don't know how to pronounce that. What is that upgrade? Isn't that for the speed of Banelings? Yes. That's already completed. We have Burrow almost completed as well. We have a Ling over here with an Overlord spreading creep. I mean, Coyote's just playing everything faster. His 2-2 already on the way. QXC's 1-1 is like about halfway, or his 1-0 is halfway done. Combat Shield halfway done. Siege Tech halfway done. Like, everything's going to time out here. But I mean, Coyote starting 2-2 already. You know what I mean? Like, everything just seems much more refined. We do have a small push over here for QXC being sent over to the third. Going to clear off some of the creep. Definitely going to kill off the creep tumors. The Ling's being sent over here to try and defend the hatchery. Is the hatchery going to go down? I'm not sure. There's not enough Lings, it seems like, with that medevac support. But 1-1 is completed, and the Terran army is only 0-0. But yeah, I mean, and more Lings are being sent to reinforce, so the hatchery is going to be saved. It's going to force QXC to pick up and to go back home, or just try and harass somewhere else. We do have a Spire completed here for Coyote, so he delayed the Mutalisk a little bit longer. And he got that gas faster to get these upgrades like super fast. So yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I like this very much. So the Overlord is going to die while the third base is going to be trying to get up by QXC. The Zergling is going to sit here and deny the expansion from coming up, unless we see that QXC is going to scan and kill off that Zergling eventually after the creep's gone. So yeah, so frustrating, so frustrating. So I'm going to try and keep tabs of this drop here for you guys. I'm really sorry about missing the other ones in the second game as bad as I did. Oh no, the Banelings are being sent over by themselves with no Zergling support. The siege tank is sieging up though. Let's see if I can't catch this drop, though, whenever it happens. Ooh, the Mutalisk being sent down to the bottom of the map to try and do some type of harassment. 2 Banelings being burrowed now. Gonna get some Baneling bombs over here. Some Lings being burrowed at the expansions. Unfortunately, QXC cannot land his command center due to that Zergling being burrowed. I don't think he's caught it quite yet. There it is. There's the scan going down. I'm gonna clear that off. Mutalisk being sent down to the bottom of the map. Alright, so we see a little counterattack going here with the Lings to try and get the attention of QXC at the bottom while the Mutalisk is trying to do some type of damage. Fortunately, the Mutalisk are not being pushed over. There are no turrets over here. The Marines, there's a handful of Marines over here to deal with this, though. So he may be able to kill off a few workers, which would be good. Looks like he's going to go for those tech lab add-ons, or the add-ons for the reactors and such. Marines being stemmed over to try and deal with this. A lot of Baneling bombs being morphed in, or being sent over here to the top and bottom of the map. So, yeah, I mean, I really want to catch this. I have to worry about this drop, Baneling bombs, and Mutalisk. So I'm trying to do the best I can. We do have turrets being built over here for QXC to try and defend against the Mutalisk. We have Hive being constructed, about 50% done. We have +2 upgrades for the Terran army. It is 1-1 now, but no +1 armor or +2 armor being built. 2-2 has completed for the Zerg player. No 3-3 being morphed in quite yet. It looks like he's going to be banking up for Hive Tech. I'm not sure if he's going to go. Oop. He actually found the drop and cleaned it up. Well, there we go. I'm not sure if he's going to be going for Broodlords or if he's going for Ultralisk again or what he plans on doing. We do have quite a few tanks built over here for QXC. There is +1 upgrades on them. He's sitting at 2-1. Wow, perfect scan. Gonna see the burrowed Banelings are sitting there. Oh, excuse me, sorry. No, we do have a scan being sent over here to try and clear off some of the creep tumors. Beetle is gonna clear off that dropship. Kill off some of the Marines as well, about 3 of them, and force this army to go back home. So we do have 2 Marines being sent over here to the 4th base of Coyote, but it's going to get cleaned up quite easily. But the main army has been diverted over here to the bottom, so we see that QXC is going to try and find a spot to move to, actually with a little bit of indecisiveness. Wow, that's perfect. Not going to get hit by those burrowed Banelings. Oh, getting a scan off and is able to actually see them as well. So that really stinks for Coyote, but I guess it makes my job easier so I don't have to actually look for when those burrowed Banelings get hit. We do have medevacs being loaded up and being sent to the main base and the 4th of Coyote. The Lings and Banelings being sent over to that ramp again at the top, but the army of QXC is going to catch off the Lings. Lings are going to back up, and we have the Ling spotted the dropship at the bottom, so he has to see if that dropship at the main is going to do anything. There are some spine crawlers and spore crawlers as well to clear off that medevac. So we do have the main army of QXC being sent forward. I mean, this is just perfect if you're a Terran player. Like, watch what QXC is doing, but unfortunately there's just the spore crawlers and spine crawlers are going to be able to hold off single drops like that, but he's just moving his main army forward while he drops so that he can at least do some type of damage so that the army is over having to fight his main army. So we see that the Lings and Banelings are being sent in. The tanks trying to kill off the Banelings. The Banelings being used on the tanks, but now the Bio army going down. There's just so many Banelings right there. Tanks being cleaned up by the Lings. Now the Bio army is just so small. Lings killing that off. There are infestors as well with enough energy to kill off the to use fungal growth on this Bio army. The Lings being sent over here for a counterattack, fighting at the destructible rocks at a choke. So the Lings are going to die. Looking at the upgrade count, it's 2-2 versus 2-2. 3-3 is about, or 3-0. Yeah, 3-3 is about to be done. We do have that plating for the Ultralisk coming up so that they can have +5 armor. Again, banked up so that he can afford it as soon as possible. Oh no, the infestors are being sent in. The infestors are all going to die. Trying to get a little bit of fungal growth, throwing down some infested Terran to make them fight over there. Wow, losing one of the infestors. That would have sucked so badly if he lost all of them, but that's alright. He was able to save them. Good job. We do have the Marines and the tanks being sent over to the Xel'Naga tower, and he's going to try and take that 4th base, killing off the burrowed Zergling over there. 6 Ultralisks on the way for Coyote. A lot of Banelings being morphed in as well. Now his money is just completely low. And I was actually looking... No, I'm right. I'm right. The red is definitely the Zerg. So it looks like QXC is going to clean off this creep, checking for any burrowed Banelings yet again. We have some Marines being sent over here to the top of the ramp to find out where that army is. Instead, it's going to be pulled over to the top. No, actually going to go back to the bottom, sending off a few of the tanks over here. And the Ultra is coming towards the top as well, so like, Coyote needs to figure out where this army is. Unfortunately, he doesn't have skin. A couple of Marines being sent over to the 5th base of Coyote. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 5th base. Oh, and then the Wings, Banelings, and Ultras are being sent over to the 4th base of QXC, which is absolutely going to go down. A lot of Marines are over here now trying to split up against these Ultralisks, and the Infestors coming in. Good fungal growth landing. A lot of tanks are out there though, but not sieged up. There are 2 tanks on the ramp, so they are going to be able to kill off the force of Coyote. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's happening right here. We have a lot of Infestors, or Infested Terran being thrown down. The Mutalisk trying to clean up what they can. There is a Raven out and getting a missile turret down. The siege tanks are unsieging up, being pulled back, and the Mutalisks are going to be able to clean up. Well, no, not kill it off, but at least push back that force a little bit longer. Looking at the Harvester count really quick, it's 70 to 78. 7 Ultralisk on the way, 2 Infestors as well. Oh man, I don't know. It's like, I want to say the Ultralisks are okay, but I don't know. I just feel like QXC is able to hold in just because the Ultras instead of Broodlords, but I could be entirely wrong. He just doesn't have Vikings, or he's not prepared for Broodlords at all, if they ever came out. And Coyote does like to go for that Spire tech, so you just imagine that Broodlords would be the next choice, but I guess not. That Raven is going to be there for detection to see when where the creep cameras are. Some of the tanks being caught out of position, but a lot of them were not. They were all sieged up. The Ultralisk coming in to tank up some damage. Infested Terran being thrown up as well, so that the tanks fire at them first, unless they are specifically target firing. Now the tanks are being cleaned up. The Bio Army is being forced to go back towards the ramp. QXC trying to fight out a choke and kill off all the Ultras, because the Ultras are just so big. We do see the Ultras trying to move around. Good micro here for QXC. Fighting in really good positions. If that fungal growth lands, it does. No medevacs are here for support. Another fungal growth landing. Some reinforcements though for QXC, but he does have enough for fungal. Is he going to fungal? Yes, he does. Throws down the fungal. It looks like that 4th base does go down for QXC, and there's the GG for QXC. Great games by Coyote, and now I can tell you that that was the last game. It was a best of 3 series for the tournament. I just didn't want to ruin it for the previous viewers. But yeah, congratulations Coyote for taking the series. I really don't know the tournament that it was in. I just know it was a best of 3 match between QXC, and Coyote did win it. So very great job by Coyote. And by QXC, I mean, he played very well as well. It was very great games. I'm glad I could cast for you guys. I really hope you guys like the changes that we're making with Team OpTiC. So please be sure to leave feedback. I've already mentioned this stuff a million times. I don't want to be, too much of a whore about it. But thank you guys again. Take care. Have a good night.